Yo, 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 this is your boy Fireworks, and welcome back. This is Snoopers Gonna Snoop YouTube channel, all right? This is kind of a different video than I'm doing today. I've had some people talk to me about Dragon Ball GT after the Dragon Ball superhero movie. For me, I really don't care for it. So we're gonna go ahead and get into why, if you're wondering. I know some people might not like me for saying this or might be fans of GT. If you're fans of GT, be fan of GT. I'm not knocking you and telling you not to be a fan of it. For me personally, I just don't rock with it. So before we get into this, make sure you guys leaving a thumbs up, all right? Make sure you guys leaving a like. If you're new here to the channel, make sure you guys are hitting subscribe and tapping that notification bell. That way, when we or I do a video just like this, you all will get it first, okay? So we're gonna talk about Dragon Ball GT, all right?
Snoopers gonna snoop, Snoopers gonna snoop, Snoopers gonna snoop, bitch, not your bitch.
Yo, so Dragon Ball GT, it came out late 90s, all right? It did air on, I think, TV somewhere, and it didn't really have a lot of Toriyama to deal with it. I think Toriyama drew the characters, if I'm not mistaken, but as far as the storyline is concerned, it didn't really have a lot of input from Toriyama. And that was kind of in a sense back when he had his input. And Dragon Ball GT starts off kind of with Kid Goku. And not necessarily starting off with Kid Goku, but Goku ends up getting wished to a kid version of himself by Emperor Pilaf using the dark or black Dragon Balls, all right? So apparently Pan is in the story. The Teen Trunks is in the story. If I'm not mistaken, Gohan is like a super duper nerd in a sense, but I think he does a little bit of fighting in GT. And Goku pretty much is a kid for the whole time until they go Super Saiyan 4. And that's another reason why I don't like Dragon Ball GT. I love the way Super Saiyan 4 looks. I love the way their power sets are. I love everything about it. I even love the fusion version, Gogeta Super Saiyan 4. I don't like how Super Saiyan 4 happens for Vegeta. Goku is a little bit different, and I think it was in a sense maybe to not have him be a kid the whole time. But in a Super Saiyan 4 version, I think that the look of it is magnificent. I love the way it looks. I think that maybe Dragon Ball Super should maybe, you know, take some of that inspiration maybe down the road with transformations, and getting into the real heritage of the Saiyan. But Vegeta's using Bulma's machine, I think that was just lame as hell. I think the best thing about Dragon Ball GT is the villains, which is, you know, you have Baby, and then on down the road you have the Black Dragon Ball dragons. One of them ends up being good, but in the end, I think Goku ends up fighting Omega Shenron. I think the villains and how the villains wrote was good. I like the character designs, and I just like how they were kind of in a sense a representation of the tone of that series. The tone of Dragon Ball GT is way different than Dragon Ball Z. Sound effects wise, it's pretty much the same, but as far as background music and just coloration in general, it's a darker toned anime. It's not dark like Bleach gory, but it is a darker toned in comparison to Dragon Ball Z. One reason that they, you know, decided to make Goku a kid in that, if you all don't know, is because during, you know, that time or when Dragon Ball was in its prime, I guess, a lot of the fandom loved Kid Goku, so they wanted to bring Kid Goku back in. They loved Kid Goku from Dragon Ball, and they loved that, so they thought maybe, you know, writing him to be turned back into a kid would be a good idea. For me personally, I think it was crap, okay? I really honestly think that they should have ran with the Oob story. You know, at the end of Dragon Ball GT, I think that Goku leaves with the dragon and then comes back to find his great grandkids fighting in the tournament. Well, it's his great grandkid and Vegeta's great grandkid, and I think Pan's an old woman at that point, if I'm not mistaken. But I just think that the entirety of Dragon Ball GT is a complete left turn from what Dragon Ball Z was. But I think Dragon Ball Z left on a great moment. If you were a fan of that anime at the time, ending the Buu saga was amazing. I think that was dope. And hence why they don't really call Dragon Ball GT canon, and they call Dragon Ball Super canon. I know a lot of people who like Dragon Ball GT more than they like Dragon Ball Super. For me, I like Dragon Ball Super a lot more than I do GT because I like the same tone as Dragon Ball Z, color-wise, vibe-wise. I think it plays into the comedy of what Dragon Ball pretty much has always had in it, in a sense. I like the new characters with, gods and stuff like that. And I think they did a good job of transitioning color transformations. I think, at this point, it gets a little redundant. And I think maybe down the road, they'll try some different things. Like, they didn't call Gohan, Gohan White in Super Saiyan. In Dragon Ball Superhero. They didn't call him, so Gohan Mystic White or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But they did call Piccolo Orange Piccolo because I think that maybe there really isn't a good name rolling off the tongue for this character, and it's a fan favorite. You know what I'm saying? So I think maybe they will get away from some of those type of transformations maybe down the road. With we already seen pretty much Super Saiyan Blues. Ultra Ego looks like to have a purple aura like God of Destruction, and his hair being purple, so I don't think they're gonna call that Super Saiyan Purple, you know what I'm saying? But I think just trying some different transformations or have some different things, which they have with the Ultra Instinct sign and different things like that, which I'm a fan of. So I think, Dragon Ball GT as a story could have been better for me. And I think maybe if the tone wasn't so dark, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can keep the villains dark, but not everything. You know what I'm saying? I think it was even hard for me to not think that Goku and them was, in a sense, dark or evil watching that franchise, which they weren't. But because of the tone, it's hard to, dissect good and evil. The tone is so dark, for that specific anime. But you all let me know, down in the comments how you feel about Dragon Ball GT. Do you like, the story arc? I know some people like the darker anime. I know some people like the grittier style of Dragon Ball GT. And for me personally, I'm an all-time fan of Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z. And I love Super. I think maybe some of the animations at times could have been better. But Dragon Ball GT for me and maybe for a lot of people is just kind of I don't know about making Goku a kid. I don't know about Black Dragon Balls. I think maybe the end game of that was good, with having the Dragon Ball dragons and Omega Shenron. I think is a great villain. I think that's a good way to look at it, in a sense. But they've introduced other dragons, like the Super Dragon or the Super Dragon Ball Dragon, and then in the manga the Cerulean Dragon who gave Granola his power. But I just think maybe they kind of did continue it a little bit by having Pilaf do it and kind of getting his revenge after all of that, in Z or Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z, you know what I'm saying? Hence why they put him in Dragon Ball Super, you know what I'm saying? Maybe down the road they thought the fandom would end up liking it because maybe it would age well. So they wrote it in the sense, maybe you can pick up from, but nah, you know what I'm saying? For me, I think Dragon Ball GT is a no. If you ask me, I'm gonna tell you to watch Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, and then Dragon Ball Super and everything else after that, and then read the manga. I used to like the Dragon Ball Superheroes arcade game anime that they did, or they promotional anime. I used to watch those when they drop them on YouTube. But once it got kind of Xenoverse for me, I stopped watching it because then it kind of turned into like, fan anime, I guess you would say. So I don't know. But you all let me know down in the comments how you feel about Dragon Ball GT. I know I can't be the only ones that really like the Super Saiyan 4 look. You know, transformation wise, Vegeta's was kind of, you know, Trunks really didn't. He was like a side character. Pan was kind of like a side character. I feel like Oob was kind of more of a side character, which he should have been the main. You know, if they were gonna pass anybody, it should have been passing him off to Goku, passing the torch to Oob. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. Maybe, you know, after they've made him canon, we'll get it in the new Super anime next year or whenever they're gonna drop it. So, but you all let me know how you feel about Dragon Ball GT. Let me know down in the comments, all right? So, before we get out of here, make sure you guys are leaving a thumbs up, all right? Make sure you guys are leaving a like. If you're new here to the channel, make sure you guys are hitting subscribe and tapping that notification bell. That way, when we or I do a video just like this, you all will get it first, all right? So, sorry for the people who love Dragon Ball GT. I'm just not a fan, all right? And I don't even think Savannah's maybe even seen it. Maybe we'll get on the channel and react to it. Who knows? That would be cool, huh? I don't like it though. Maybe I don't know if I can get through it. I don't know. I had to think about it. Maybe I can react to like some of the fights from Dragon Ball GT. Maybe we can do that. You know what I'm saying? So, well, I'll catch you guys next time. All right. I'm Fireworks. This is Snooper's Gonna Snoop YouTube channel, and we out.
Snoopers gonna snip, Snoopers gonna snip, Snoopers gonna snip. It's not your bitch.